I was having a conversation with a new contact and associate, and we were talking about the position of black women, black and Asian women specifically in the UK, particularly when it comes to C-suite and leadership, right? I've been on numerous boards, I've been a trustee, I've, a little known fact, I don't know if it's a little known fact, I think people might forget, I've been a CEO of a small organisation, a chamber of commerce. I've been running my own business for many, many years. I see myself as a leader, right? I see myself as someone who has creative ideas, is driven, I have ambition. And then I was talking to my associate, same kind of shared experience in terms of, you know, she's been in the C-suite environment, she's been on boards, and it gets to a point where you feel like in this country, in the United Kingdom, in England specifically, so I can only speak for our experience in England, there is there's definitely a glass ceiling, but it becomes more than just a glass ceiling. I've spoken about glass ceiling, and I think I'll do another video about the glass cliff. But, you know, this thing of inviting us into these spaces to share our views and it becoming like a tick box exercise, diversity and inclusion. Oh, yay, we've got these, you know, these black women, these Asian women, however they'd like to identify when it comes to being minoritized. These women, they're capable. And often we are more than capable, overly qualified. But we get stuck, or we get, how can I put this? There's this bizarre energy, and I know it's intentional, and I call it bizarre because we know that racism exists, we know that misogyny exists, we know that sexism exists, we know all of these things, but it also gets to a point where you, especially in industries and sectors where, you know, you do the work and you're invited into certain rooms and tables, and especially if you're conscious, like, and you realize that those rooms and tables aren't necessarily for you, but then there's this thing that happens where these spaces or these organizations, or, you know, generally these people chip away at your self-esteem, and they chip away at who you are, that it gets to a point that you are so exhausted by the time you reach the heights that you want to reach, by the time you achieve some of the goals that you want to achieve, especially because, you know, you're goal driven. A lot of us are goal driven, that you almost can't do anything anymore. Like, it almost feels like, and I do believe that it's intentional, you become so drained that it even shows on your appearance. Like, you look drained, you look tired, you become so exhausted, because this country has created an atmosphere of restrictive energy that you are not able to breathe and just express yourself, your full self, as a leader, as a mind. And what I've often found is that the black and Asian women who do really well, who are vibrant and still have that energy and enthusiasm, what I've often found is they've left this country. They've left. Some come back, don't get me wrong, or some leave, even if it's for a little while. And I don't know, look, this is not me saying it's a solution to leave, because we know that these systems exist internationally and globally. These structures exist globally. But it is something to consider. Like, why is it that sometimes it feels like you have to get out of this country? Get out, like the movie. Get out. There's something there. There's something there. Before you can fully flourish and expand. And it does make you think. And, you know, I'm still here, just. But it did make me think, and it's a conversation starter, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to read about your experiences, so leave some comments in the comment section below, and let me know what you think. I think there's something to be said there. There's something to be said about how many minds and how many ideas might be being lost purely because of the restrictive energy within this country, and how they view leadership and how they view and define what leaders should look like. Dynamic, vibrant, bold leaders should look like in this country. So yeah, leave a comment, subscribe. Don't forget who I am. I'm Ronkeller Wow. Leave a comment, share. Yeah, follow me on other platforms. Hey, icky, I never really say that, but yeah, why not? Follow me on other platforms. Let's get this conversation going. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care.